Welcome back to Brother Radio live from Iron City, and we're Lockamy along with Reed Lockamy. You're listening live on 107.3 FM, BHAMMountainradio.com. Don't forget, if you miss any part of the show and would like to go back and re-listen, you can do that on iTunes. Usually it's available tonight at some point, maybe early in the morning. Just depends. But of course, we'd always like to thank Jeremy Harper. He is the guy that makes all that happen, along with Mike Kreger, Sam Goodwin tonight, Scott Lander. There's just a whole large group of folks here at Iron City and with Beham Mountain Radio that make all this stuff kind of flow together and
our
work.
Parents will.
Our parent, well,
none of this could have happened without them.
It's true.
Our grandparents.
Gosh, we should thank them each and every week.
Yep.
Maybe each and every segment.
Yep.
Thanks a lot to Mom and Dad for making this all come together like this. So, Reed, of course, this is a very exciting segment, something we've been looking forward to since the last one ended, which was 8 weeks ago. 2 months ago. Got a huge response. People said it was the best segment we'd ever done, the most interesting one, at least, not on our part. Of course, we didn't do anything special.
David Hickox called it cute and cuddle-rific.
He did. How about that?
Yeah.
A review. Was that 2 thumbs up?
2 paws up, Will.
2 paws up. Cute and cuddle-rific. And so now we'd like to welcome back Tracy and Brian from the Cuddle Party. Of course, you guys are married. Tracy, you are a Cuddle Party facilitator. Right?
I am.
Okay. Brian, you are a spouse that had never even been to a cuddle party.
That's right. The last one was my first one.
And so, let's just get right to it. How did it go? Were you just totally weirded out? How did this happen? How did it go?
I will admit I was a little bit weirded out going into it, but it really was not anywhere near as scary or strange or anything like that as I thought it would be. The welcome circle at the very beginning is great for kind of getting everybody in the right mindset, and it really ended up being a lot more just kind of playful.
So describe the welcome circle. What happens at a welcome circle?
Well, at a welcome circle, we set the space as sacred and safe so that everyone feels like their needs are going to get met and they're going to be able to say yes and no. We go through the rules. We tell people that they're welcome to leave after the welcome circle if they don't like it and get their money back. And we just have some fun. We have some exercises we do to help people feel more comfortable.
So, for example, pick something just completely ridiculous and ask somebody to do it, and it's their job to say no.
Yeah.
So,
and
get
I hope
comfortable
that
saying no.
I can imagine it would be a major problem if you had a jerk there. If you had a welcome circle jerk, that would really be like sort of disastrous. I guess.
Is there a lot of no? Do people say no a lot at these cuddle parties, or it just seems like everybody's kind of into it, right?
Well, in the welcome circle, you're required to say no. It's part of the getting comfortable being able to say no and have it appreciated. But during the cuddle party itself, yes, people say no if they're not wanting to cuddle. I said no several times last time.
See, and all right, did you guys cuddle together at all?
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then mostly cuddling with other people.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes,
and so did you say no perhaps because Brian was around and maybe you thought, oh, this is a little bit weird?
No. Actually, our agreement beforehand, we had talked about it and decided what was okay and what wasn't okay. My reason for saying no was that I was full. Like I had gotten my touch needs met. Because when we're married, I get my touch needs met. So halfway through, I was like, okay, I'm good. I can watch everybody else have fun, and
You're a lot like a cat. At some point,
Yes.
there's stimulus overload, and you don't want anyone to touch you anymore.
That's exactly right.
You go from purring to just swatting at them.
Oh no, I do it very nicely. No.
Oh, okay.
No, thanks.
Not exactly like a cat.
Brian, do you think you had your cuddle needs met at some point?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I did definitely at one point in the evening, and you just kind of watched people just kind of drop off as the evening went on. People seemed to spend more time talking and less time cuddling as they just kind of got full. But
so how do these parties end? Is there like a time limit, like a buzzer goes off, or is it just...
There is a time limit when we, like this one coming up Saturday at Birmingham Yoga's from 5 to 8:30. Around 8:15, I'll start trying to get people to stop, and we'll come together in a circle, and we will each say a word about what the night represented for us, and we'll end that way. Now, most of the time, people are not ready for it to end. They want it to go later.
Sure, I bet they do.
Yeah.
It didn't work the last time, so we just had to turn the lights on like they do in the bar. At the end of the night, you turn the lights on and everybody has to leave.
You just say, okay, break it up, kids, and start getting a
Exactly.
little crowbar in between people. Okay, so look, you bring up Birmingham Yoga. This is where the next one is, correct?
Right.
Which makes me think of attire, what people are wearing, because yoga pants are a thing right now. But, of course, is everyone wearing pajamas at these things?
Pretty much.
'Cause you don't wanna
You
be-
can wear yoga pants. You
Really?
just want to err on the side of comfort and not
Right.
sexy.
Right. Yoga pants tend to err on the side of the other.
Well, it depends on who's wearing them. Well,
that's true.
True.
This is
Now,
very true.
we talked last time you were on the show about how laughing and crying are both accepted, and I think you even went as far as to say encouraged. But seriously, that sounds a little awkward. If you are cuddling with someone who's a stranger and they begin crying or laughing, is that not a little awkward? Does that happen often?
Actually, both happened at the last cuddle party. The crying was actually one of our participants mentioned that she had gone through a loss. It was the loss of her father. And so when you get comfortable with somebody and they're giving you nurturing touch, it just naturally brought it out. And, it lasted for a few minutes. We asked if she was okay. We gave her some tissue. It was over, and she felt so much better having been able to do that. And then the laughter, well, everybody's laughing at some point. It's fun.
It's got to be a nervous laughter, too, at some point. Probably for some people. If they're not used to interacting with folks, and you know what I mean?
Well, do people ever worry, like, oh, he's laughing at me, maybe I'm cuddling incorrectly?
That usually only happens in the welcome circle.
I see.
That's the part of the night where you're most uncomfortable.
Of course, if you're here at Iron City tonight in the grill, you see that there is a documentarian here working on the documentary Cuddle, which you can go to thecuddlemovie.com and check out the trailer for that and what's going on. Of course, now hopefully everyone in here will be on this documentary at some point.
Yeah. And be very careful, Will. Do not Google thecuddlermovie.com. That's a different movie.
Please don't do that.
Movie.
It's just thecuddlemovie.com.
Yeah.
Now tell everyone, if they want to get involved this Saturday at Birmingham Yoga, how do they do that?
They can go to our website
at lovingwithawareness.com and go to the events section. They'll see that along with, we're not just about cuddling. We also have an event for singles who are looking for the love of their life to help with conscious dating, and an event for couples on the 21st at Golden Temple about building conscious relationships and improving your marriage or your engagement or your live-in relationship or whatever.
To cuddle with each other.
That's certainly part of it.
In a failing marriage. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting idea.
I feel like we should have you guys on once a month.
We really should.
Every time I'm like, wait a minute, we can't be out of time. But yeah, continue. We're good.
Well, my other question is, and I can't remember if we've touched on this tonight, but for people who are interested, this is something that it does cost money because you guys, this is not an easy thing to orchestrate these things and to host them and find venues. What does it cost for someone who's interested in this sort of experience?
It's $30 for the experience, and it's $25 if you register ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right now it's $30 because we're getting so close. So.
And you've never had anyone who didn't cuddle at least a little, right? No one's just shown up and been flat out rejected from the get-go.
Not rejected. I've had people come to specifically say no the whole time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
What's up
they
with
just
that
want to
person?
see the experience, I guess?
They've never had the experience of having their no's appreciated or even feeling like they could say no. So they come and do it as an experiment.
It's an empowering thing.
It's very empowering.
What do they do the whole time? Just sort of sit and sip on a soda?
Yeah, read a book,
Yeah. Interesting.
journal.
Gosh, that is interesting. Now, you guys as a couple, is that unusual? Are you guys one of the only couples? Is it normal to have couples come in and cuddle with other people?
We had, when we did the survey forms from the last one, we had about 66% or two-thirds were single and one-third were in couples. So,
And did the couple show up or just one of the...
Just one.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
But everybody there at least, said they had the permission of their spouse and it was with their knowledge and that kind of thing.
Well, like we said last time, it's such a fascinating topic. I mean, it really, honestly, on the surface, it sounds so awkward and weird, but every time we talk about it, it does seem like, a very genuine sort of therapeutic kind of experience. And I'm going to take your word for it that the people there are sincere and get a lot out of it.
No, and I do believe that. But because I like you guys so much, I want to be honest, that still, for me, it feels a little bit awkward and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're really hoping that you guys will check it out.
I know,
And
right?
really, you don't have to do anything ever at a cuddle party you don't want to do.
Well, I can't wait to see the documentary Cuddle. Again, you can go check that out at thecuddlemovie.com. Check out the trailer that's already up there.
Now, I have smallpox right now. Can I still attend a cuddle party?
We would ask that you don't
Okay.
if you're contagious.
Right, that's fine.
so.
That's fine.
Reed's used to having people say no to him.
That's true. That's what they say at the blood bank every time I go.
Totally used to that.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you guys so much
Thank
again
you.
for being
Thank
here. And
you for
again,
having
it's say the website again.
Lovingwithawareness.com.
Excellent. Great stuff. Look, if this is something you're into, you should not be ashamed. Look at all these nice people that are not ashamed of this at all. On camera talking about it. Right? On the radio, live.
Listen, I'll be honest. It doesn't sound that weird to me.
All right.
Oh, we're
Touche.
working on them.
I know
We're
you're
working on them.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've already got Reed coming to the next one. All right. Let's take a quick break, Reed. When we come back, Tom Kane from Laps for CF. Laps for CF will be here talking about how we're going to be rappelling down a building in 2 weeks, raising money for a really great cause. So good stuff there.